feel free to come on in.
Hello.
Good morning. So it's Launa with Solauna Wellness. I have my friend Maddy here with Hippy and Witchy.
Hello.
Excited to have her on today. So we reconnected after a little bit, and we both love music, and it was just, yeah, divine timing.
Yeah.
So I brought Maddy into our episode 15, and if it's not, well, I'll change the number later, but I think it is. So it's Thursday at 10:30, close to. And so if you're around and you'd like to join us or catch us on the replay, check the notes in the live for contact. And if you want to throw some comments up, we'll try and see them, but they're a little small from where we're sitting. So
I'll just squint.
yeah. Yes. So welcome, Maddy. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
And we've probably got a lot to talk about today because, you know, there's a lot to talk about in life in general.
Yeah. Lots of things going on, lots of happiness. It's a magical day.
It is. Yes.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that.
About it being magical?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I will tell you about the magic. So I don't know, there's something going on in the air, like yesterday and today. I woke up, I felt absolutely amazing, just the air feels great. It feels like the world is finally shifting. I know a lot of us in the last couple of years have gone through a lot of stuff, and they've been really, really tough. But I don't know, it's just things are shifting right now.
It's like a renewal.
Yeah,
you know?
And it feels, I don't know if we can swear in here, but it feels flippin' amazing.
Well, the only difference if we swear is I have to put explicit on Spotify.
Okay,
and maybe Facebook won't like it. I don't know. We haven't tested that very
I'll try to
hard.
be good, but that's how amazing it's going to be this year.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yes. I also feel like there's a big shift in a transmutation of so much crap that's just finally burnt off. It's like the phoenix, and it's time to move into new things.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because our friend that does the astrology, she came in and she's like, "Yep, we're out of what was it now?" This is why I don't do it. Well, we moved into Aquarius, so there's that.
Okay.
Okay.
I know nothing about astrology
and
either.
it's like a 20-year thing. So it's we've left it this big energy, and we're shifting into a new one. So it's very much different, and it's going to be a lot better. That's what I understand.
Well, I know Aquarius is like for creativity and that kind of like out there imagination stuff. So
I'm gonna just
that would make sense.
I'm just gonna go like this so they can see you a little better. There you go.
There we go.
There you go. Now you have to really yell. No, just
Can you hear me?
Right? Yes. So we caught up yesterday, and we had lots to talk about.
Yeah.
And so if you would like to share, so your business is Hippy and Witchy.
Yes.
So if you'd like to give the audience a little bit of a what's going on with that, like how did you get into that? Where did you start?
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, so I knew that I've been psychic my whole entire life. But as every psychic does, they shut off their gift because it's scary, it gets overwhelming. Yeah, by 15 I was predicting which of my family members were going to die and like what day, how, and so at 15 you can imagine how much that freaks you out, so I shut it off. A few years later, I had my son, he started seeing things, and I was still playing with spirits. I wasn't as afraid then, but he actually really pushed me into it because I always had this cold spirit that came to me. I'd freak out my now ex, but I'd put my hand on the cold spirit and we would touch, and you could see the hand around my hand.
Wow.
And my son walks in one day and he's like, "Oh, you found great grandpa." And I was like, "What?"
Did I know?
He's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "You know, your grandpa."
Hi, Jess.
And he's like, "Yeah, he's got bushy eyebrows, he has a funny accent, and you dyed his eyebrows green once." I was like, "There's no way that my little 5-year-old kid knows this." Yeah.
That's
so
amazing.
I ended up having to learn how to do it just because he had so many experiences, and learned how to do past life readings, and eventually negative attachment removals, kind of like exorcisms, and now I do sound healing, I do soul retrieval, I do basically anything my spirit guides are like, "You're doing."
And it's good to have that trust, right? Because you know your team, and it's like, well, if they're they have my back. They always have. And they've never done me wrong, so let's do it.
Right? No matter how scary it might get.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you on that one, because it took a while for me to really trust what I was getting, because as a kid you're like, well, I don't want to share this with anyone, they'll think I'm crazy. Yeah. And then it's like, well, you know, then you ask little subtle things and you're like, oh, test the waters a little bit. And I'm like, okay. And then, you shut off and you're like, oh, all right. And then you get into your mid whatevers. I'm not going there with that number. And you're like, okay, now I get to start over.
Yeah.
I'm a baby again.
Yeah, but you always find your way back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
And
true.
Yeah, no matter how scary it gets, it just makes you that much stronger. And I mean, I still doubt myself today.
We're human. That's what happens.
Yeah. I'll be doing something. I'm like, okay, is this person going to think I'm really weird by what I'm doing right now? Should I do it? I have to.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yes.
We get there. Yeah.
So it's really interesting. Like, we had a client last weekend where we went to clear the house, and it was a really powerful situation. And I can throw a little bit of Sophie in there, because she had this really cool download the night before or the morning of, and she's like, I don't use herbs and stuff, and I don't do hex stuff, and I don't do this, but I got this message and I trust my team, so let's get it together. So she bundled it all up, we got our stuff, and we went, and it was a fantastic session. Huge changes. So really happy to hear that. Hey Carly, welcome. Gabriella, hello, welcome. And Sophie too, it looks like we got our Solauna banner on there.
Sweet.
Nice, welcome everybody. So yes, we had an amazing session, and so those are those things, we don't necessarily have to have confirmation, but it sure is nice to have feedback and know that it's helped somebody. Yeah. Right? And that's the biggest thing for me too, is like everything we do, we just want to help people. And so if that's the result, then perfect. That's what we intended. Yeah. And you know, if there's some cool stuff that happens on the other side of that, cool. But it's not the goal. Although it is pretty neat.
I was reading not too long ago, and Father Time showed up. I didn't know who that was.
Okay.
And I was like, man, he was describing himself as, you know, the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland? He was describing himself as that, with like the little golden pocket watch. And I was like, hey, how do I describe this to my client without sounding completely insane? But then she knew exactly who he was. I was like, okay.
Well, and that's what I think is really cool, because whatever it means to us in our psyche, so my team's really weird, and Sophie can attest to this one. I'll get some weird stuff sometimes. I'm like, well, I trust it from beginning to end, and I give it to the person, and what it means to me is how I relay the message. And sometimes it may not make sense to me, and it's for that person, but a lot of times it's what I understand. So if it was something like, I loved that show when I was a kid, so if I saw that and you told me that, I'd be like, oh my God, I get it, you know? Yeah. And there's so many correlations that you don't really realize, but you have to just trust and give the information if you're asked to, right? And then it always comes out right.
Yeah. No matter how weird it is.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, hey Carla, welcome. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Yes, and we got a hello from Gabby. Good
hello,
morning.
Happy magical day.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes. So we are very grateful that you've joined us today. And again, you'll have to catch the beginning later to get a little, you know, info on Maddy and all that. But we'll put her links in, and she's linked here as well, so you can check out her page too. But yeah, so you talk about your spiritual journey, and how does that fit in with music and all the other things that you do?
So music is kind of like my main thing. Like, I absolutely love music more than anything. Yeah. Well, and it's hard not to, because I don't know, so it's proven that like by singing and dancing, you actually raise your vibration to a level where you're releasing so much serotonin that you feel like you're on mushrooms, or you're high, or like you're just like in that like 5D kind of place, right? So yeah, every time I make music, it's just like I'm back there.
That's cool.
So I wanted to be able to do that for other people, and I do sing in a band. I do that stuff anyway. Not the same though as like using tuning forks or singing bowls, or just that deep bass noise.
Right? Yes.
Yeah. And like, I've known my whole life that I was gonna do music. My mom even has like videos when I was a kid, and I'm like 1 and I'm singing, I'm gonna be a rock star.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
But
awesome.
yeah, music is good for healing.
It is. Yeah. And I think for me as well, it's like this whole process over the years. So as you know, I used to have this little CD.
Yeah.
Like my first kick at the can, and it's really shifted for me because I no longer do lyrics for the most part, and I just sing from my being, and it's like, wow,
And
it just really transformed.
And you're incorporating light language now
Yeah.
too. Yeah, which is absolutely magical on its own.
So it's been really, really cool. There's been some really cool feedback. It's interesting though, because any songs that I've written, it's always been, and I guess it's a theme, so I should probably stick with it. Hey Allison, welcome. Nancy, hello. So every time someone either has passed away or they're really sick is when I end up doing a song, because I need to help heal myself or help the people through it too.
Yeah.
And so I was requested to make my last song because there was something going on in one of my family, let's call family. And so it was like, I need a 10-minute song. I'm like, okay. So I just sat down and I recorded it, and it just went, you know, they just happen.
Yeah.
And so it was really amazing how it affected so many different people on so many different levels just by the energy that's in it. So infusing it with Reiki, light language, all the things. It's just like, oh, okay. Wow, where'd that come from?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and you know, we've been doing breath work and stuff for a while now too, and you can get to a point of DMT with that because it's your natural body creating it, and it's like, wow. So bringing in that breath as well makes a huge, huge difference. So
I've actually never tried breath work, but it's on my list of things.
we've got that here.
Okay.
Yes. And we actually, Allison's on here, she does the Soma breath actually, and that's something we've been following on YouTube. So it's wonderful that we have someone in person that does that. It's fabulous.
Perfect.
So we're excited to have her here. We just got to test run with her the other day. Yes. So, so with your music, I think, well, the one you just recorded, is it released yet?
No, not yet. You got a sneak peek. It will be released soon though. I did it with my band called Dreadnoughty.
Okay.
You can find us on Facebook or Instagram or Spotify or whatever. We do have one song out right now. But this next song that we have come out, it's warrior themed. It's got the buffalo drum, it's got the huh in the back. Yeah, and it's about finding the warrior inside of you and just releasing it.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we did a sound bath about that, because we had an individual session. I won't name names because we don't do that here. Oh, and you're gonna ask what's light language. Okay, I'll get to that. Thank you,
perfect.
Sophie. So we had a session and we put on our Viking playlist, and we did breath work, and it was so freaking powerful. And I was like, okay, this is what I need to do. We're gonna go and have a group session with this. So we did that, and it was awesome. So, I mean, I'll speak for us. It was awesome. We love it. I think the people that came did too. It was requested again.
Okay.
So we're like, okay, we need to do this again. So it was drum and singing, and also some of that background kind of Viking music, and it was just like, wow, love it. So just getting into those really cool tones and
yeah. Have you ever heard of the Who?
Yes.
Yeah, the Mongolian throat singers. But though, yeah, I actually love their music. They get me pumped every time.
Right?
I don't understand what they're saying, but I'm like, yeah, let's do this.
Kind of like light language.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Well, light language is like, it's almost, that gives you like a euphoric feel almost.
It really kind of does, yeah. So I'll explain that while we're here and it was asked. So to me, light language is channeling the divine original language. So we don't need to know what that is. It doesn't need to be understood in our 3D brain, but it does speak to our soul on our cellular level and energetic level. So it can open things, it can clear things, it can heal things, it can go wherever it needs. It's kind of like a Reiki, but with sound and also speech. So you can hear it sounds kind of like gibberish, but it's really just codes and things coming through.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of people with light language too do like the hand movements to like,
hands.
I don't know, it's a lot of like unlocking and then like sending. Yeah.
So I find that happens a lot. It has happened a lot in sessions, and that's been the last 3-4 years that I've really embraced it. But this year, I guess last year, it's 2025, but I really embraced the light language aspect too, not just singing. And now it's just cracked open even more. Like there's just more. And it's, so good. I love it.
So,
yeah.
like I've done a little bit of light language work too. Do you have like a specific being that comes to you? Or are you channeling it from like
I'm channeling it for whoever it's for. I think my intention. And then I feel like that is where the light comes from. That portion, it's like, it's hard to describe.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a specific. It's almost like, because they don't like being individuals. That's the problem. It's a collective.
Yeah.
And I've always had spirit team that's like a football team. So for me, it's like, there's a big group. And they all kind of just come in and they all give me what I need to just put out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So explain what yours feels like.
So mine's, I don't know, I've always had this one specific woman.
Okay.
So maybe it's a little bit different. Yeah, just like a very, very bright, light woman. And she just speaks. Like, continuously speaks. I can hear it in my ear. It's not in English, it's obviously like light language.
Yeah.
And every time she does it, I feel like I raise a bunch of levels.
Cool. In
my vibration, and I wish I could repeat what she was saying, but all I can do is like send out that feeling.
No, that's amazing. That is.
So not quite at your level yet.
Well, I don't think it's a level to get to. It just is.
Yeah.
Okay. Everything's different.
I'm not confident enough to like speak it out of my mouth fluently.
That's okay. Yeah. And I kind of felt like I didn't know what it was. And I had a friend who came in and did light language sessions with our circles before. And it was amazing to me. And I felt like that's what I was doing, but I didn't realize that was what I was doing. Yeah. And then I just embraced it because I was like, that is what I'm doing. Yeah. So stop it. You're fine. Just do it. Right? Yeah. And I think too, like I have a medicine woman that I work with energetically, and her name's Sasha. And she comes in with this beautiful white leather with, it's beautiful. She's just beautiful. She's like, it's not the proper term, and I don't, if you're going to be a hater, it's okay. But she's an Inuit woman. I don't know what they call them now, but I'm being respectful. Okay. And hey, Tim, welcome. And so she comes in to help me with a lot of things because I'm not really good at the herbal stuff, but she'll make me poultices and different things energetically so I can help people with that. Okay. And so I feel like in that energy, she could possibly be a bit of the throat singing that I do. It's not officially throat singing.
You're getting there.
But there's something to it that's very like indigenous, and that comes in a lot. Okay. A lot. And
that's cool.
With one of our clients, she's like, I think you were speaking some Korean there at one point. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, who knows where it comes, I trust that I'm bringing in the best for what the person needs or what I need. Yeah. And it just flows with whoever needs to bring it in. Yeah. 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 So it's really cool.
Yeah, very similar to like Reiki and energy work. Yeah.
Yeah, because we create a safe container so we don't have to worry about those lower frequencies and those negative entities and stuff like that, because we're there to help clear those out. Because I know you need dark and light to live. You can't not have one without the other. And so it's kind of like finding that balance. Yeah. Because you don't always want to be in the ick, because then, things don't work out so well. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You want magical days, not the sad days.
Right? But, you don't appreciate the magical days without the sad days.
Yeah. That's true, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I was actually talking to somebody about that the other day. Because she was like, oh, I just wish I could be happy, like on top of the world all of the time. And I was like, that'd be great. Then, like, thinking about it, I wonder, would you get bored of being happy all the time?
I think she would. Because there's this feeling I get every time I travel. It doesn't have to be tropical, but anywhere really. If it's nice there, I want to live there. Like I go there and I don't want to leave. Yeah. I'm staying. And then people are like, yeah, but you'll get bored. I'm like, I don't think I will.
Right?
I don't think I will.
Why would you get bored of a hot country? You don't want any of this ISIS death stuff outside.
Okay, so there's a funny story. One of my friends, and I'm going to butcher this one too, because I know she's from Southern America somewhere. I think it's Colombia. We'll go with that. She made a really good point. So I said, why do we live in a place where the air hurts our face? She says, okay, so if you lived in somewhere tropical, what happens in tropical places? You get bigger spiders, bigger snakes, bigger insects and things like this. And they can kill you. Good point. I think I'll take my snow and I'll go visit.
I don't know. I feel like if you went somewhere like Portugal,
Yeah.
I don't think they have like big snakes. I think they maybe have big spiders, but not ones that can kill you.
Okay.
Yeah, but like stay away from Africa. Stay away from.
I mean, I've been there, but that doesn't mean I need to live there.
I had a friend who actually lived in Africa, and when he first came here, he would take a stick and flip up the toilet seats, and I'm like, you don't have to do that here, because I guess the snakes would like wrap themselves inside the toilet seats. So when you sat down, sometimes you get a nip in the butt.
Thinking back, I never did that, and I should have. Oh my goodness.
Good thing your butt never got bit.
No. There's some pretty big creepy crawlies in the shower, I'll tell you that.
Oh really?
Yeah, and there used to be geckos on the wall. They'd run around.
See, those are cute. Yeah.
There was also gross ants, and there was like a highway, and they were like this wide, and they'd go up. Like, think about on the wall behind me.
Ants?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's gross. So we got out the rain because we were evil like that. Sorry, Rosie. And I sprayed them, and they all went to the floor, cleaned them up, and to bed we went.
Oh man.
There's a lot of critters. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't think I could do that. Yeah. Portugal or like I don't know. Is there any creepy things in Bali? I heard Bali is nice.
I mean, probably. Everywhere has something. Maybe some scorpions or something. I don't know. But
I
yeah.
think I could handle a scorpion.
Yeah.
It'd be like the giant poisonous like spiders. And maybe I like snakes, but as soon as they're poisonous, they're not my friend.
Right.
Yeah.
I have trouble with them, even though I am the year of the snake. I was born in it. My kids had a garter snake one time at Heritage Park, and they were just little, and my husband was with them, and they found this little garter, and I was like, I can't do this, and I had to go. They had the bag, and they're like, oh, let's look at him, he's so cute. No, bye.
Oh man,
couldn't do it. And I was like, the other day, I saw this little girl, and she had a pet snake, and she was like petting its head, and it was like giving her kisses and stuff, and I'm like, maybe they're not all so bad.
I used to have 6 snakes. And they were the sweetest.
So how do you comfort yourself with a snake?
Comfort myself with a snake.
Well, like, can you cuddle them?
Yeah. Okay. So my one snake, Cosmo, he was very clever. No matter how many rocks I put on his cage, he'd find a way to knock the rock off, and I'd wake up in the morning and he'd be like wrapped in my legs, sleeping. So he liked to cuddle. And I worked at a daycare at the time, so I would put him in my sleeve. And I would take him to the daycare, and he would just hang out in my shirt all day, and pop out every once in a while to get pets from the kids. And
seriously?
Yeah. He was a good snake.
That's pretty cool.
He was a good snake. The other ones, I wouldn't trust them as much, but that snake was he was a rescue. So somebody had found him and saved him, and then I happened to pick him up at a reptile show.
Wow.
But yeah, they have little personalities.
I imagine they
were
do.
all different.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I am trying to be open to things more so than I used to be. So snakes are one of them.
Go to a reptile show
and
hold a snake. Conquer your fear. I did that with a spider last year. I held a big tarantula in my hands for 5 minutes. I was scared the whole entire time.
I can imagine.
But I did it.
Wow.
And I was like, you know what? They're not so bad. It was really cute. It had like a little face. It kind of looked like it was smiling at me. I was like, this isn't so bad.
It's just the fangs, really, that hurt. Right?
Yeah. No. I don't know. The smaller ones I think are scarier. Because that one I was like, man, this is like a little kitten. It was like a little kitten in my hands. And it was like, when it walked, it had like little soft, like pitter patters. And I'm like, hey, I love you.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Don't know until you try, right?
Right? Wouldn't pick up a stray spider, but...
No. No.
Yeah, I think some can be good. Have you ever seen a jumping spider?
I have.
Like with the big cute eyes, and it looks like they smile all the time. They look like cartoon characters.
They just smile at you. No.
They do.
No,
yeah.
I never got that close.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll send you a picture later, and I'll show you how happy they look. They've got all these little eyes. They're like huge eyes. They have these big smiles on their faces.
Aww.
They just look like a little cartoon character.
Okay. I think a friend had one, and it was quite small, and it was in a little thing. I didn't get too close. Yeah, no.
I'll help you.
Okay. Aw. So yes, there's a lot of interesting things. So on that note, because we are attempting to do an overseas retreat soon, maybe, and so we have to prepare ourselves for critters. That's the point of this whole conversation.
There you go.
Preparing ourselves for things we don't understand.
Just bring your spider every day.
Yeah. And imagine what they think about us. Oh yeah, I know. Giants, right? They look at us and think we're huge. Yeah.
I've tried to start thanking spiders every time I see them now. Because spiders are supposed to mean spiritually that money is coming.
Oh.
And that good things are coming to you and that you're protected. And so every time I see a spider, I'm like, thank you, but stay away.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, okay. Again, sorry, Rosie, because you know what I did last summer. Anyway, we have a friend in here, and we said we'll let him be. I don't know where he is, but he's around here somewhere. The second one. So, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I wasn't really feeling it the first time, but I wanted to be gentle, and so I decided to, let's keep our own space. There's the energy. You stay there, I'll be over here, and we're good. Don't bug me.
Yeah.
So he's been around. I don't know. I haven't seen him, so I guess
See, he's respecting your boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hopefully. Yep.
I took an animal communicating course once, and they actually taught you how to communicate with bugs as well.
Okay.
So that's why I started thanking the spiders, because I was like, hey, I'm going to connect with you. I'm going to feel how nice you feel.
Yep.
I'm going to thank you for showing me that money is coming, and we're going to leave each other alone. Don't scare me in the shower. Don't crawl on me while I'm sleeping. Go.
That's really smart, because yes, I also did that, and I always talk to my animals on the farm.
Yeah.
But I never talk to the bugs.
Start talking to the bugs.
I'll start talking to the bugs.
Yeah.
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 There's always spiders in the house and stuff too. And actually, that's not true. I have a few times. You know those cat-faced ones? They're like yellow looking.
Yeah.
So they're always on the outside of the doors.
Okay.
And I used to think, oh my God, I don't want those. They're just like horrible. But I'm like, no, they're actually protecting my house. So I asked them, hey, as long as you stay outside, protect my door, we're good. No mosquitoes can get in then.
Oh, there you go.
So I have had conversations with them. More so cats, dogs, horses, wolf dogs, things like that.
Yeah.
Bigger animals. I've talked to lots, but
I've
never
gone to
insects, really.
Yamnuska is a good place to go for that. Yeah.
Yes. That's actually where I had a very good interaction with one. He was really stressed out, and he was a wolf. He wasn't even, I don't think he was very little bit of dog in him. And he was just pacing, and he wouldn't stop. He was just so anxious, and way back in the field. So I just stood there at the fence, and I sent him energy, and I'm like, it's okay, calm down. There's nothing to worry about here. And finally he came and he sat, and he just stared down at me.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, it's good. We're safe, And so that was really rewarding, because he was listening, and he, had that rapport.
Good confirmation. Yeah.
And it was nice to be able to see him not freaking out
Yeah.
that whole day.
Yeah.
And they have baby goats sometimes. I haven't been in a while. I should go.
Yeah, I haven't actually been for a while too. Last time I went, one of their dogs was sick. So me and my friend had gone into the area where the wolf dog was sick, and we were sitting there. We were giving it Reiki, trying to help her. But yeah, haven't been for a while. We probably should go.
It's probably why it came up.
Yeah, no, it's an amazing place. They do great things there. Yeah. If you want to make a donation somewhere, that's a good place to make a donation, because they literally they pour everything they have into those wolf dogs.
They do. Yeah. It's a beautiful place. It's really neat to be able to be so close to something so wild too.
And the owner is amazing. She's just pure white light. Yeah.
Yes. So there's a lot of really cool beings that we get to connect with, and I love that. And now that it's warmed up a little, I might actually take my dog for a walk tonight. Poor girl, she's had cabin fever. She really needs to get outside. Yeah.
My dog won't even go outside to pee.
Oh, really?
She goes on the deck and she looks at me, why?
Why?
I'm not going down these steps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, it's brutal. I wouldn't want to do that either, so can't blame them.
Yeah. We have been lucky though.
Yeah.
It hasn't been as cold this winter as it has been the last winters.
That's true. We've had it pretty nice.
Yeah.
So we have a retreat coming up this Saturday, and we were just like, well, play it by ear for the cold, right? It's February. Gotta just go with it. And so yes, minus 30 something was like, oh, please not. But now it's almost minus 11, so I think we're gonna be good to go. It's gonna be a great day on Saturday.
Is there a lot of like outside stuff?
Not really.
Oh,
So
you'll be fine then.
we're in a yurt, and
Oh.
it has to be heated. So there's a floor heating in it, and a fireplace inside. And we also have a house that we're gonna have lunch and stuff in. So
Okay.
people have to be walking around from building to building, but not actually be outside unless they want to be.
Yeah,
Right? So they can go wander if they want and stuff.
that's cool though.
Mm-hmm.
Get to go stay in a yurt for the weekend.
Well, we're not gonna sleep in it.
Oh, okay.
There's a few guests that we're having over at the bed and breakfast that's part of the property.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's going to be a really beautiful place. They have a hot tub and a cold plunge if you want to do that. It's cold out, it's fine. And then there's a sauna as well. So
okay.
we have a few ladies that are staying over with us, so we can have that time after to decompress. But yeah, we're doing like a 10 to 5 thing so that we can bring in some really cool stuff for the day and just be out of the city. It's great.
Sounds magical.
Yeah, really excited. We have a lot to do still, and we're leaving tomorrow.
And the panic sets in.
It's fine. It always comes together, last minute things. That's how we roll.
Right?
You're like,
Yeah.
nope, it's not planned.
Just happens.
Well, we got the majority of things together that need to be, so it's just a little bit of food prep to do, and then we're good. Yeah.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm. And it's always this because, okay, so your other job, you're a sound engineer, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you haul things around
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we're going to be doing today and tomorrow. So we got all our sound bowls, and I have Tibetan bowls in my car, and we have all of our mats and like so much stuff from the shop we got to pack up into our cars to take with us so that people are comfy. So.
Worst.
At least the mats are super light, so that's nice.
Yeah. I always worry about packing my singing bowls around because they're so fragile.
Mm-hmm.
And so every time I pack them, like nobody gets to touch them.
Mm-hmm.
They're packed in a specific spot. Nobody gets to take those out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can be very temperamental. We've been really fortunate. We haul them everywhere. And all of Sophie's solfeggio set, like all of them, there's like 7 bags.
I have bags too.
A
Yeah.
lot of bags.
Yeah.
But they fit in there, and that's why we have to take 2 cars this time.
Just for bowls.
Yep, bowls and mats and our stuff. Yeah, but we also have extra people too. We're bringing an extra lady with us, Susan. She's doing the 90 breath work with us and neurographic art. And that's something cool if you haven't tried that one.
Sweet.
Recommend. Yeah.
I don't even know what is it? Art?
Neurographic art.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah, I have no idea what that even is.
So basically you're creating new neural pathways in your brain.
Okay.
And you don't have to be an artist. That's perfect. Basically, you can start with anything. It could be a shape or just a squiggle on a page, and you're just putting an intention of letting go of something or bringing something in. And once you create lines, anything that's intersecting, you want to color it in so that it's smooth lines and not rigid.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the next part of that is you don't want to leave one color alone. So you put whatever, like you draw a bunch of squiggles after that to make this like really cool art. I know, it doesn't look like much until it's done. But then you get some colors, so you can do water painting or felts or crayons or whatever you want. And you can fill in 2 of those little gaps with one color and then 2 more. So that there's not just one color in one little piece, you know? And at the end, you actually come out with some really cool things. Like Sophie and I like to do readings on them afterwards because they're
cool.
like abstract art. And sometimes they'll have a heart embedded them and you didn't even realize it was there, you know, or different shapes and things. And so it's really cool with the energy that they put in. And then you do the pono with it so that do you know what that is?
No.
No? Oh, well, that's good.
Teach us.
Oh, yeah. My brain. Oh, God. Okay, so it's a Hawaiian prayer. And basically I think they say it every day, at least with their families at night.
Okay.
So I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty simple to do, but even me, I had to think about like all 4 things, right?
Yeah.
But it becomes a habit. So I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. So sometimes that'll come through as a channel when I'm working with someone.
Okay.
And I'm pointing over here because we have a Reiki bed behind us.
No, it's a ghost.
It's a ghost. Whatever. Same thing. And so I actually will help people get through their own guilt and their own things by repeating that with me.
Okay.
And the fan's on and his hair keeps going in my eye. But yes, it's really powerful because people start to use their throat chakra and they start to use that power behind them.
Okay.
And it's not just, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. You know, like on Pitch Perfect when she whispers.
So you get more confident every time you say it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it becomes that build of energy until it's just like, ah! Let it out, you know? And it's just beautiful to watch people go through that transformation. It's like, wow. So that happens with so many different things that we do, and it's just so rewarding.
Yeah, like that's one of the main reasons why I do this. I love watching somebody go from thinking that they're nothing to being on top of the world.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful thing, and being able to empower people to help themselves, that is like, wow, giving them tools, you know?
Yeah.
And hello, Shelly. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully we didn't miss anybody. We're very happy to have you with us. It happens. So my co-host and I'm assuming here, but we have ADHD.
I just have way too much energy.
Okay, I have ADHD.
I might, I don't know.
Yeah, so you're probably going to get a lot of different topics here. There's no telling what you'll get. So that's the fun part.
Yeah, just...
I didn't even think to bring my cards on the table. Like I was thinking about that, but I mean, it's fine. So you brought a beautiful little friend with you. Would you like to share that with everybody? Love it.
All right. This is my beautiful drum.
Yep.
Yeah. It is like, yeah, it's so beautiful and deep. It's great. But this is one of the ones that I use in my healing and actually in my band.
Love it.
Yeah.
And so you've got it, is it suede or no? It's the regular one.
It's a regular one, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
This is my stick.
So she brought some friends with her, so yes. That's lovely. I love it a lot. Mine is a little bit thinner, I think, right? Because this is quite thick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's why there's so much more resonance in yours.
Yeah.
I love that sound.
I actually am making my boyfriend go shopping with me later. So yesterday after our conversation, and I showed you those videos of like that Celtic lady singing with her drum. I was like, man, I would do anything to be able to like sing like her and just do what she does. So of course, like the manifesting skills are on point lately.
Nice.
If you guys are not manifesting, you should be manifesting. Right now is the time for manifesting. Not even like 10 minutes later, this video pops up on how she learned how to play. So I was like, okay, registering. And then it was like $1,000 and some dollars. I was like, oh, I can't afford that. That's ridiculous. It's like almost $2,000 US. So I was like, can't do that. And I was like, man, I really want to do it. So I close it. I open up Instagram, and the course is on sale for 76% off. Nice. I was like, okay.
I did that with a lady too, and I couldn't tell you her name at the moment. It's some weird name, and she does like Sanskrit singing and stuff.
Oh.
It's really cool. And so I was learning some of her stuff too, because I was like, I want to change things up a little bit. I want to learn more things, right? Because I'm just basically self-taught. I do all the things, just whatever comes. I'd like to learn some other shit.
Yeah.
Ooh, there it is. Now I got to put the word on.
Yeah. Yeah. No, the course like requires all these different frame drums.
Oh.
So I was like, cool. I've never played a frame drum before, and it's like all this like finger stuff, and it's like, okay.
That's really cool.
Done.
Yes. Oh, see, it's gonna bug me now. So I will go find her, and if anyone cares, I will just put it in the chat later. But yeah, it's really cool. She's got the lady that I was following too, she's got some cool stuff. And it was like, 90% off. I'm like, I can't not do this.
Right? Right?
That's how they get you.
I was like, this is technically a business investment.
Right? And yes, you can claim it.
Right?
And Allison, you can feel that through the interwebs. Okay, you might have to play a little more then. the wall, but
it probably sounds cool.
You're never gonna want to sing, right?
Sing away, Launa.
Right? That's good.
Right?
I do want to, but I think I'll hold off for now. That's really cool. I like it.
Yeah, it's got that really like beautiful, like deep sound.
Yeah.
I love it.
Trillin' Ballin' comes to mind. Like that's my favorite song to sing to when I need to get really roaring. I love it.
Yeah.
That's a nice sound. I love that.
It is, yeah.
Oh, so we talked about something really exciting once a month.
Oh, yes.
Yeah? Can I bring that up?
Yes,
Cool.
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's happening.
Okay.
We're not sure
This
when.
is what happens when you get two motivated people together.
We're not sure if it'll be on our Saturday nights once a month or what day we're going to pick. But we would like to do a free online sound healing for everybody. So Maddie's going to come in and join us, and we're going to just share online. So we might have live tickets for that. We're not sure yet. We're still working out the details, but we want to be able to bring more collaboration for music. So super excited about that. Ah, yes. And then there's something else. Maybe you can share about the.
What is this? Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
I know. I'm so excited. I just feel like a little kid.
Right, me too. I went home and I was like trying to tell my boyfriend all the stuff that happened, and I'm like talking a million miles an hour. So we both have this like desire to go sing in caves. So with that drum and like whatever else we can bring, we're gonna go and sing in caves. Probably record it, obviously.
Yes.
Maybe live. We'll see what happens.
Maybe live if
we
there's
have
reception.
Yeah. But yeah, I know a couple of caves that are in Banff that we could go to, and if anybody else knows of some cool caves, or even like empty abandoned buildings, I think would be cool.
Like a big warehouse or something.
Canyon, maybe even. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So I was thinking Lundbrook Falls. I've never actually been in the water there. I've only ever gone to see the top and look down. But apparently you can actually go swimming in there. And that was one of my things too that I wanted to do, is because I love water so much, is have people come and sit in the water and do sound healing in the water with the cavey kind of feel. Really and I was like, oh my God. So I don't think we have to go to Mexico to do that.
What? We can do it here?
I think we can. I just haven't got to it yet. So Cave and Basin in Banff. Okay.
That one is cool. The only problem with that one is it smells really bad.
Oh.
It's just because like it's a hot springs, so the sulfur in the cave makes it smell really bad, and it's always really, really busy. So we'd probably have to like book it after hours or see what they would let us.
If they would let us. Hey, it can't hurt to look into.
Right?
And I mean, if it stinks, we could probably get through it. I'm pretty easy. Give me a cave.
It smells like really strong sour eggs.
Fair.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
I just like, can I put up with it? Maybe.
I think we could do like a 10-minute video and just get out. In and out.
I mean, if people go there on purpose, it can't be that bad.
No. I went there not too long ago.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I know we were going to try and go on February 17th to Banff for the hot springs, but it's family day and I can't go.
Oh.
Yeah, my hubby's not really into that stuff. It's okay. But yeah, he has the day off, so I kind of feel like I should be there because I'm not home a lot anymore.
Yeah.
We work a lot, don't we? That's okay. We love what we do. So, but yes, Cave and Basin in Banff. So many things to look into. And Allison, she's one of our new people in our team, and she is also very musical with drumming and things like that. She does drum circles and stuff. Oh, yeah. So there's a lot that we can collaborate on and bring forward. So we have all these ideas, right? Like how many sound bowls can we fit in one space and have people in the middle and just do that, you know? Because you've seen those ones overseas where they're like on a big cliff and there's like 4 or 5 different sets of bowls. Yeah. And there are gongs and all the things. And everyone plays together and it's like, whoa.
Could you imagine doing that in a cave?
See then, okay, so I have a story. I was driving through the mountains with my son, and he likes bass a lot. And he had this crappy old Jimmy, and he had a big sub in the back, and it was kind of springtime. And we were going through the passes, and this is like Revelstoke, avalanche, and it didn't happen while we were there. However, it did after we were there. I don't think it was us though.
Just like the bass up so loud, just
Yeah,
like an avalanche.
Could feel it like to the next town. And I was like, huh. So then if we're in a cave, are we going to cause any problems?
We'll do it in the summer.
Okay. Even rocks though, right? If we're like vibrating things,
Oh, yeah.
Is that going to cause a thing? We just got to prepare for that.
We need
that's
to
all.
talk to a geologist.
So now we put that out into the ethers. Next time we see us, we'll probably have someone like that. Energy flows.
Or you know, we'll just ask our spirit guides, like, please don't
Yes.
let any rocks fall on our heads.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Yes. So my sister-in-law, I got to know her last year. She's new to our family. We just found her, basically, my husband's sister. And she lives down by Lethbridge, and she wants me to go on, they do this family hike every year. It's down it's in Kananaskis. Okay. I can't remember what it's called. But they're like, we go on this family hike and it's like a 10-hour day. And I don't do this on a regular, so not even 1 or 2 hours is like, that's a big hike for me, right?
Yeah.
So we did this last summer, but because of the rain and the storms coming in, the kids were like, nope, we're not going. I'm like, oh, good, because I don't think I could do that. I was going to do it, because I'm like, I'm forcing myself, I'm going to do it. She said there's this beautiful place, because she has Indigenous background and connection to that. She wants me to go sing there.
Oh.
But it's like this sacred space that you have to go in a lot of kilometers to get to. It's like, oh. So we ended up going the back part of where we would have come out from this hike, which was also a 2-hour hike in like mountains, in flip-flops no less, because I didn't prepare very well. But I was like, you know what, maybe I can one day get there and do that. That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's actual caves or if it's waterfalls or what, but she said it's a perfect place to sing.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, gotta find this place.
Troll Falls would be cool too. Have you ever been there?
Yeah, actually.
They have like, you can go on to the very, very top. If you actually go up to the upper falls,
Yeah.
they've got like this huge spot that looks over the main big waterfall and the canyon.
Mm-hmm.
And the echo there is great.
I think we were gonna go up, but we never did. But yeah,
We'll have
I
to
love
make
it there.
We'll have to make a list of
Right?
all of the cool caves and spots.
We'll have to go back and listen.
Yeah, get everybody to
Make
write
our
down.
notes.
Yeah, tell us what your favorite cave is.
Right? Yeah. We should put a poll out there.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's a great idea.
Because I don't know, people don't really do polls anymore. I don't know if it's cool, but we can do one. So
It is now.
it is now.
Yeah.
It's kind of like tabs are in, chords are not. This is what I found
There
out
you go.
yesterday. I still do chords. That's how I roll. But to be fair, I haven't even picked my guitar up in months. It is just sitting there looking at me like, hello.
Pew pew, creativity.
I know, right? Thank you. So my fingers have to get used to that again too. And my piano, I have not sat to it for a long, long time either. Yeah, but I have been focusing on my voice more and really honing that.
Yeah.
Getting that more solid on what I want to do with that. And I find I can get into things better when I'm not multitasking.
Yeah.
So if I'm playing a guitar or a piano and singing at the same time, it makes it a lot harder.
I have the exact same problem. I could write this beautiful piece on piano, but you ask me to put lyrics to that. I could put lyrics to that, but don't ask me to sing it at the same time. I can't. I can't sing. Even like with the drums sometimes, if I have like a really hard beat, I go off beat or off time while I'm trying to sing because it's so different.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think about that because my kid used to say, Mom, you're pretty awesome. You're talented.
Aww.
Like, you can play guitar and sing and like at the same time. I'm like, thanks, kid. I guess at least I can do that.
Yeah.
I just feel like I can't let out everything I want to let out if I'm focusing on more than that.
Yeah.
So
I can play simple chords on the guitar and sing at the same time, no problem. But yeah,
that's why we need band.
Exactly.
That's what bands are for.
Yeah.
They've been around a long time. There's a reason.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on, what do you call it? I'll have to look these things up because I cannot remember for the life of me right now. But there's this group that does kind of like, do you know like the Ajit and all them kind of music?
Yeah.
Okay. So they have a bunch of different people, and they have a Shruti, and they'll have like that gourd drum that I mentioned. So different really cool instruments, maybe some chimes, and different things like that. And they kind of tend to do Sanskrit singing, most of them. But have you ever done anything like that?
I'm not talented enough for that.
Lies.
No, I haven't done anything like that. No, I've been going towards like the more tribal, like warrior stuff lately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I think, and it's more of the live feel, I guess, as opposed to technology, right? Because a lot of it doesn't even have electricity to it, right?
Yeah. Well, that's kind of like the warrior stuff too, right?
Yeah.
It's like stripped down to like where there's no, none of this electric stuff in the background. None of like it can be created by a group of people.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of where this whole circle thing comes in too, like with all our singing bowls.
Yeah.
And drums and gongs and singing and all those things. I just see it as this magical thing to bring to people.
Yeah.
And finding a space that's really big, like out in Drum in the Hoodoos or something.
That'd be cool.
Oh yeah.
There's actually some good valleys in Drumheller that has some good echo too. You could probably go sing out there.
We meant to last summer and just didn't happen. So we're gonna put it in the calendar this year, and we're gonna do it.
Yes.
Same with the caves and all the things.
Yes.
So.
It's gonna be a magical year.
Yes. So we we are starting to put the wheels in motion for our international retreats, finding locations and such.
That'd be cool.
So we also need to source out people who have instruments on the other end of that as well, because we are not bringing sound bowls on a plane.
Do you imagine?
Nope. No.
You
imagine those in a roadie box. I'd be like,
right?
No.
They're too fragile. Yeah.
It could end badly. So, and it's not cheap.
No.
No. So there's a lot of really cool ideas and things that are coming, and it's not just ideas, they're actually forming and coming into, come back, there you go. So, but there's a lot of, see, that's energy for you. Yeah, there's excitement around here because there's a lot of things that we have on our mind that we put down, and it's coming. So we're just like, yes, let's do it. So
right now, like especially like this last month and going into like the first week of February is like really, really good for manifesting. So
do you want to talk about that? Like, what is your process for manifesting?
So
put you on the spot.
No, it's fine. I don't know. So lately, it has been incredibly easy for me. I can think about something, and then like an hour later, that'll happen. But it wasn't always that easy. I started off with vision boards actually, and I was doing the vision board stuff, and then I realized that sound has a lot to do with manifesting as well, because you've got to have your vibration at a certain level in order to make those things happen.
That's right. It's like a magnet.
It is.
You're bringing in the crap, you're going to get crap.
Exactly. And like the more that you dwell and focus on all the bad things in your life, the more the universe is like, oh, that's all that's on your mind. Here you go, suffer. But if you can put a positive spin on that kind of stuff, then I find that like it's all happy. I know it sounds easy, but it's not. It's not just easy to be happy, I know. But if you truly actually want something and you can manifest it, I daydream, I like write it down. Sometimes I can just say it to somebody in a joking manner now, and it's like, oh, there it is. So that's why they call it spelling.
Right?
Yeah.
Because we're spell casting every time we say something.
Exactly. So be careful what you say. So if you're always walking into a place and somebody asks you how you are and you're like,
right?
I'm meh, then you're gonna be meh. So walk into a place and be like, it's magical. It's a magical day.
Like you did today.
Yeah. And then every single day it's gonna be magical, because like that's the kind of stuff that starts being attracted into your life.
Yep.
The darkness can't touch you when you're exploding with happiness like
that's
this.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey Janet. Nice to see you on here. Yes, that's really cool how that's been coming into my world more too. And I think a lot of it has to do with just trusting it, right? Believing it. Because if you say it, it doesn't mean anything unless you actually believe it.
That's true.
It's got a lot of energy behind it. And yeah, that's one of the things I tell clients all the time is like, you're spell casting. Every time you say something, you're creating.
Yeah.
So what is it you want? Watch your thoughts and words, because your words are telling something.
Yeah, well, you can reprogram your brain by every day. So if you like feel like you're depressed, and I know this isn't a cure for depression, but like I tell this to a lot of my clients, if you're depressed every single day, stop focusing on the reasons why you're depressed. Focus on the things that you're grateful for and like why your life is getting better, why you want your life to get better. Like just manifest the life that you want by already thinking that you have that life.
Yeah, because I don't feel drawn to the fake it till you make it, because I don't really believe that. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because you're not believing it because you think you're faking.
Yeah.
So, but it's like if you actually truly feel that this is right for you.
Yeah.
And you're scared, do it anyway.
Yeah.
And it'll happen.
Yeah.
And things will fall into place, because it's like, why, that's putting masks on if you're faking things. And that's not going to work either.
No.
So.
But yeah, it's just that it's mostly like shifting your mindset. Because
For sure.
It's like, if you walk into a room and you're like, yeah, my life sucks. Your life is going to suck, buddy.
Right?
Be like,
it's a choice every moment.
Yeah, if you can't say your life is great, then be like, yeah, I'm okay. Because okay is better than it sucks.
Right? Yep.
Yeah.
Because even doing, like, some people do gratitude journals.
Yeah.
We've talked about this on here before too, because it's so important.
Yeah.
Or just waking up and be like, I'm grateful I have 2 legs to walk on today. Some people don't have that.
Yeah.
I have a house. I'm living in it. I'm warm. Just the basics even. It doesn't have to be stuff even. It could just be like, I have sunshine today.
Yeah.
And it is sunny today, thankfully.
Yeah. It's not blizzarding.
No, and it's, I'm grateful for that, because it's something we have. So those things can shift in so many ways so quickly.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah. And like once you master that, then you've basically mastered manifestation. Yeah.
So obviously there's this thing called toxic positivity. We don't want to go there either.
Yeah, don't go there.
But really just, going within, because a lot of times people are looking for answers outside of themselves, and it's always within you. So it just takes, learning and believing that you are enough and that you can fill yourself, and everything else is a bonus. And you can call in what you need.
Yeah.
And fill yourself up. And then you can radiate all the goodness to everyone around you. It's fantastic.
And it doesn't mean that you have to be happy all the time. It's okay to have sad days still.
Absolutely.
But yeah, as long as you don't dwell and let yourself get lost in those sad moments.
Yeah. We have emotions for a reason. We don't want to tell them to go away. Otherwise, you'll never feel truly happy.
I've done that before. It's not fun. No, being emotionally and completely shut off to everything and just going day by day feeling numb, that is, I can tell you, that's not a good way to live. Yeah.
And then you just press that in, and sooner or later you become physically sick or mentally sick. Something happens. It's just not healthy. And so finding ways to let those things out, fill them up with good things. That's where it's at, I guess. Right? Music.
Yeah. That's my go-to emotional release. Write a song. Having a bad day, write a song. Having a good day, write a song.
Right? I think for me, I got to the point where I was numb, and the only time that I actually would go write a song is when someone actually died. So that's lame.
See, and that's...
To wait till then?
Yeah. Well, I think it's because you get into those things, like when you write a song, you're like, I need something to write about. When something bad happens, you're like, okay, we write a song about the bad stuff. I still, to this day, struggle writing good songs because I'm like, they don't make me feel as deeply as the sad stuff does.
Right. But I also know people go through those sad things, and the energy of it brings them out the other side.
Exactly.
So by the end of the song, you've got to listen all the way through.
Yeah. There's always a happy ending.
Yes. So the songs always have a good finish to them, and it's like the journey, right? The song is your journey of, I went through crap, but here I'm better now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Be strong.
Really.
Yeah. Motivation.
So I guess I'll throw a plug in. I have a song coming out soon. It's been 2 weeks, hasn't gone out yet. It's called Peaceful Dream.
It's on YouTube though.
It's on YouTube as an EP, yes. So if you'd like to go check it out, it's under my name, Launa Hobson. And yeah, I think it's really helped a lot of people. And I would just say, if you want to have a listen, I would be grateful. And if you'd like to leave a comment of what you thought about it, I would also be grateful for that too. And there's going to be so much more to come. I can't wait, because we're going to be collaborating soon.
Yeah.
Sophie's excited because she's going to get her flute out. We're going to record that and singing bowls and all the things.
All the magical things
Mm-hmm.
for the magical year.
Mm-hmm. We'll get Rosie's gongs in there too. Oh yeah, it's going to be good. Ah, so excited. So is there anything you would like to share with our audience? Spot again.
I don't think so. I mean, we just covered a lot.
We did.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we talked about the caves, we talked about music, we talked about pretty much everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so a final thought maybe, or yeah?
Final thought.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody needs to manifest
Mm-hmm.
and start living their dreams this year.
Hey, friend. She's on. Hello. Yes, we're going to start bringing in these things that we've, we're not just going to dream about them anymore.
No, they're going to be reality now.
We're bringing them in. We're
Yeah,
going to live
decide.
this because we deserve it.
Yes.
It's exciting.
Yes, this is the year of healing, of manifesting, like financial success. Like everything is in your favor this year.
That's right.
Yeah.
So just knowing that you are in control of what you put out there, so it can boomerang back to you. And just if you need help with that, you are surrounded by a community that loves you. So don't ever forget that. We are always available. If you message us, know that we will get back to you, I promise. It may not be like the same day even sometimes, but we will do our best to get back to you as soon as possible, because we are here for whoever needs us, and that's why we're doing what we do. So. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here with me today. And stay tuned for a song coming out. And can you please refresh us on the name of the band that's going to be?
So the band is Dread Naughty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's spelled D-R-E-A-D, like dreadlocks, and then Naughty, N-A-U-G-H-T-Y.
Cool.
You can find us on Facebook or Instagram or Spotify or whatever. And we've got a Warrior song coming out.
Yay. I'm excited. I'll put it on my playlist because it sounds really good. I got to hear it yesterday. Okay, well, thank you, everyone, and we will see you next Thursday. Take care.
Bye,